What's up, everyone? It's Shaft, aka That Mill Guy, coming at you live from Twitch. I can't even speak. And we are going to be trying to reintroduce a brand new old combo, back into Pioneer. We are playing Fraying Sanity and Maddening Cacophony for the instant mill win condition. Obviously, a brand new kind of atmosphere to take this into. Lotus combo is really the combo of the day in a format that was really plagued with combo in a lot of ways with the inverter decks, and there's been a whole lot with Walking Ballista and whatnot. But I want to bring combo back, but my way. So why play Maddening Cacophony over Traumatize? Well, Traumatize rounded down on the half, so that only allowed you to go off with Fraying Sanity 50% of the time. Do the math, folks. Maddening Cacophony allows us to do that all the time. The thing with Maddening Cacophony, though, is it allows us to be flexible against the aggro decks where we want to cast stuff like Crypt Incursion. We can actually mill their library, have Crypt targets, especially against the control decks where we might be going long. Sometimes a simple Maddening Cacophony just wins us the game for 2 mana. Simple enough. The rest of the deck, give or take the same. There has to be some thought and adjustments made, mostly in the sideboard. The deck that I'm really worried about right now is Oops All Spells, especially because they play World Spine Worm. Now, with a deck like that, I haven't introduced any effects like Unmoored Ego, because we know the deck plays Leyline of Sanctity. Unmoored Ego doesn't get around that. So I didn't really have a proper way to tackle the strategy other than Grafdigger's Cage and try and grind them out. Make them draw the World Spine Worms. And so I think that's what we're going to try and attempt. The Ashiok Dreamrender should be a great way to eliminate stuff like Uro and the long grindy plans. So we're definitely playing 4 across the whole field here, especially stopping some search effects here and there. But the rest of it is pretty similar. We've added stuff like the Clearwater Pathways to help our mana base. Hagra Mauling as our 1 MDFC, just for a little bit of removal. We're playing Fatal Push and Bloodchief's Thirst. We're playing the Bloodchief's Thirst over because there tends to be a lot more Planeswalkers by what I'm seeing that we want to get rid of. Stuff like Teferi 3. And in terms of Disruption, we're still playing the 4 Thoughtseize. I've been kind of back and forth on this. The reason I came back to the Thoughtseize was ultimately we are a dig through time deck. We need to fill our yard. Cheap 1 CMC cards seems like a pretty solid way to do so. Ashiok serves as an alternate win condition. Ashiok Nightmare Muse, alternate win condition. In terms of the sideboard, we have the 2 Ashioks, the Grafdigger's Cage for stuff like Collected Company, not the Euro decks really, and Oops All Spells. Crypt Incursion Bontu's Fatal Push serves as our anti-aggro package. Mystical Dispute as our anti-control package, but also can come up against the mono blue decks, the creature decks. Narset, again, value against stuff like Lotus Combo, the control decks. And Aether Gust, obviously, for the aggro decks. And stuff like Mono Green's Planeswalkers, which tends to be able to get around Thoughtseize because we don't put enough pressure on them. So it's nice to be able to kind of deal with threats in the mid-game. So that's what we're going to work with here. So let's hop into the games. Nice and simple. I really want to kind of give this deck a good go because we haven't played Pioneer in a bit. So this stream is going to be a little bit of learning, relearning, and then hopefully the next time we revisit this deck, it's going to be a little bit of kind of stabilizing, really just cementing ourselves, really kind of understanding where we truly stand in the format. So let's switch out. Okay. So, not Modern, we're playing Pioneer. Pioneer League. Traumatize combo, 100 play points. Simple. Now, last time we played this, it was a very different world. We actually had some pretty good games in the sense that we were really able to win a lot of game ones. Lots and lots of game ones. It felt like we had everything was really going well for us in a lot of ways. So, Nate, you've never played Pioneer in yourself. How would I describe Pioneer? I would describe Pioneer as an extremely grindy version of Historic. I think just looking at it from the outside, that's what it feels like. Obviously, there's some powered up stuff. We have the Oops All Spells deck. We have the Lotus deck. There's a lot more power. Feels very mid-rangey, though, from what I'm looking at. But, again, very different world from when I last attempted this deck. So, one thing I'm happy about, though, gosh darn, let me tell you, these stream issues I feel like we've been having where we've been lagging ever since I started recording or whatever. It's because I've recently been trying to stop some of the lag that we get when we're playing stuff like Arena. and I try to do that by putting my graphics card onto that stuff. But maybe what I'll do is I'll put the stream on my CPU and then my graphics card onto the recording. Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. My bitrate drops extremely. So like 1 or 2 random skip frames on Arena is probably more than fine, but I don't know. I don't know where the sweet spot is. It's really tough. I don't understand how with the Ryzen 7 3700, I don't understand how I'm still getting skip frames, but who knows? I don't exactly have an NVENC encoder. I'm not I wish I had a NVIDIA graphics card, let me tell you that. Yori and the Sky Nomad. Okay. I'm about it. In that case, I kind of like this. I'll keep it. Ashiok should help us kind of get a little bit grindy. What's also nice about Ashiok, one thing to know for everyone watching this right now, actually, funny enough, we draw that card, actually helps us feed into our dig through time. Kind of nice in that aspect. So what we can do, we can play a Fabled Passage, and we'll pass through. We don't need to hold anything up. I think our opponent just can keep on guessing. What we can try and do here is potentially counter a Teferi Time Raveler. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see where we end up. Opponent. All right. Do you guys hear like a buzzing in my my mic? No, probably not, right? Like I'm just hearing that for like no reason. Okay. I have the window on in the background. I guess like the gain on my mic is letting me hear it, but it doesn't look like OBS is picking it up, so that's fine. This little fluffy dude's doing what it needs to do. It's like a... Now again, not really familiar with these lists. Yorian makes it... I mean, the nice thing is like, hey, when you're playing against Yorian, like when we're playing against Yorian, we don't discriminate. Fraying Sanity will take them from 100 cards to 0 or 30 cards to 0. So definitely going to be a little grindy. What's nice about the Yorian decks, though, is that they do have to play a high density of, well, draw card, like draw spells. Plain and simple. And that allows us to, I mean, hopefully we're going to be able to counter something here because we know this deck plays Uro. They're playing Ketria Triumph. They're playing Uro. And Omnath. So hopefully we can resolve an Ashiok at some point. If they don't play anything here, I'm kind of wary. I don't want to resolve an Ashiok. But they might just end up kind of, I don't know. They're smart for playing around Censor. That's all I'm going to say. They're smart for playing around Censor. And I'm happy for them that they're playing around Censor. This card's dumb in this format. Let me tell you. Because this deck is so much about because this format is so much about tempo. It's like tempo central. From when I last played it, cards like Censor are so good. So good. Especially with cards like Dig Legal. We're not there yet. We don't have stuff like this in Historic. If you never played with Dig Through Time, let me tell you. It's magical. It's magical stuff. That one's for you, Nate. If you've never played through Dig, I would recommend it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Dig, Treasure Cruise especially. Let me tell you, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Okay. Sure. So I probably should have cycled the Fetid Pools there, to be honest. Minor misplay. Probably should have cycled that. I mean, feeds the graveyard and everything. I don't even know why I played this over the Fabled Passage. That was also wrong. I'm just making mistakes here. And they're not playing anything. All right, so I will cycle the Fetid Pools here. They're just like, we're both like playing this massive game of chicken. I love it. Like, we're just like, are you going first? Are you gonna do it? Like, oh my god, I love this. It's just this like massive game of who's gonna do what first. Definitely play this first. a pretty compelling reason not to to hold up Fabled Passage. Not gonna lie, especially because Omnath being 4 mana, it's pretty compelling reason, right? All right. You got 2 1/1s. Oh, is this like the Lukka? This might be the Lukka deck. This might be the Lukka deck because this deck doesn't want to play any creatures. It just wants to like Lukka into like a massive. It just wants to Lukka into like a massive spell like creature. Is it like I gotta look this up? Hold on, I gotta actually like look this up. Oh my god, what is our opponent doing? Pioneer meta. Like I don't know. Omen makes me feel that way, but maybe not. Enchantments, Chain of the Rocks. Yeah, I mean. They play Yorion too, right? Like, do they play counterspells? They don't really play counterspells. Oh my god, I can like literally do whatever the hell I want. Wow. Like I'm chilling. I'm literally chilling. Okay, cool. I don't know why I'm scared of anything right now. Okay. Because Ashiok literally ends their life. Literally ends their life. Okay. That's cool. So in that case, I'm going to Fatal Push one of these now. They don't play any. It's really just a Fairy Time Raveler that I need to worry about. And what's nice about Censor, just cycle it. Don't even care. Literally just don't even care. Okay. So we'll play this just in case. Just in case. Fraying Sanity. What's nice here? Shuts down the Lukka Planeswalker. It's good for there. I imagine they'll attack into it, potentially create some creatures, like they might have another Omen here. And what we can then do... Oh, yeah, this is the Lukka deck. They are playing Transmortify. Yeah. What do you got for 5 mana? Like, I want to, like, pull up this... Right. Okay. Yeah. That is a thing. Okay. Ashiok's gone. But, I mean, again, like, this isn't... Okay. I mean, they could play Lukka here and kind of take it from there. What are their Lukka targets? Like, did I really make a mistake here? Oh, my God. I don't even have a thing. Yeah. Okay. What are their Lukka targets? Oh, my God. Pioneer meta. What are their Lukka targets? Let's take a look through. Let's take a look-sees while we're here. Jeskai Lukka. It's just agents, right? Okay. You just gain control of stuff. Yeah. All right. In that case, I'm good. All right. I okay. We're good. I don't need Kashyyyk and Pioneer. Let's get it. Kashyyyk and Pioneer. All right. Okay. We know what we're playing against. I don't. Well. Grafdigger's Cage isn't terrible here. But okay, so we're fine without Languish and Fatal Pushes in general. We can play Narset Disputes. Okay. What is this? I should really have this up. I gotta stop like looking this up like manually every time. I apologize. I like understand my matchup here. So if we bring this up, if we bring up the Jeskai Lukka deck, like what are they really bringing in against us? Potentially more targets. They'll probably bring in disputes themselves and Dovin's vetoes. Is this a red heavy deck? I mean, they'll take out yeah, they'll take this. It's really Transmogrify and Lukka that I'm primarily concerned about. But these are really early targets that do. Like, Dispute could be good here. Like, over the Censors. I closed it again. I'm so dumb. Okay, so we could drop. We could play the Disputes. Definitely want Ashioks here. So maybe over those. We could drop like 2 Censors for the cages. And then now those are just like not entering the battlefield. Like 1 Ashiok feels good though, right? Like this is just like, because it actually interacts with the board. But yeah, Censor doesn't feel great, right? Deck that plays instant speed. They're gonna play around Censor, right? Like they're gonna play around Censor. So I think we'll run it like that. I don't know. I don't exactly think this is an Aether Gust matchup. Full playset of Ashiok. That should help. Can't search their library, right? So, bit of a weird one. But it's okay. I mean, that's good. We're playing against meta decks. Again, I gotta stop doing this. I promise. So this is like, I gotta stop closing this. Have this up. All right. Like this has Narset, but beyond that, what does this have? What does this hand have beyond Narset? Fine. I'll make it work. It doesn't feel like we're on the play. It doesn't feel like they're doing anything early anyway, but we could get into a counter war. That's one thing to be wary of. I'll probably cycle this Fetid Pools too. Sure. Okay. Part of the combo, right? So we're gonna throw out Narset here into the counterspell. Sure. Main phase opt. Never feels good. Throw out everything but the win con. Definitely a deck where we want to be making our land drops, but it's okay. Ooh, Valakut Awakening. Wow, it's that bad, eh? I mean, how many cards are they putting away? 3 for 3? All right, 3 for 3. What a funky card. It's a fairy time. Narset. All right, Narset's cool with me. Narset's Gucci with me. Transmogrify. All right. Got to find an answer to that. Do you feel like you can kick MC more? What do you mean? Sorry. MC? More in Pioneer than you more in Modern? Ooh. Well done. Play that. Everything but the win con, right? Everything but the win con. Throw it out there. I shouldn't be passing through. No. Yes, you can definitely kick. Yes, you can definitely kick it more. You can definitely kick Maddening Cacophony more here. Just because the games they're gonna go longer. Like, look at this. Like, think about like the spells we're playing here. Like, we are actually like able to reliably get to this point. Like, modern blue-eye control would already have a Snapcaster on the battlefield that have an Irwin Yard, Cryptic Command up. Like, the game's over. The game's not necessarily over here. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's after more. Yeah. So, 110%. I feel like once you get past like a flurry of counter spells, like Thoughtseize is actually not a bad card to just like clear the way and then kind of take it from there. So right now, where our opponent's suffering is that they need to create a threat to then transmogrify. Sure. Ooh, they upticked. That's interesting. So you have the Dovin's Veto. Okay. So be it. You have Dovin's Veto. All right. So if they counter this, I'm just going to mill them. Sure. All right. So be it. I can play this game. That's fair. Yeah. Definitely, there's definitely still people that favor the glimpse. I like how easy Cacophony can be on a mana base. Definitely has felt good in that aspect. There are awkward moments where like you're not like in the early game, like just throwing that out can be a bit tough. What do they got? So they have a Transmogrify in their hand. We know that much. Do you know what feels good about Maddening Cacophony? What? Fires. Okay. Fires Omen. Okay. All right. So they have a Transmogrify target. That's scary. Hey, what's up, Travis? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Thanks for joining right here. Okay. So we can't kick Cacophony. So we're going to opt. Sure. Oh, I can't draw more than one card anyway. Okay. So okay. In that case, I got to do this. I'm like actually an idiot. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll cast this. When a black-red aggro deck decided on 4 lane lands, but you run 4. Yeah. So now we get some dim sweet emotes and bonus rewards for playing some vintage. I rate it. I'm just main phasing ops into a Narset, so it's not like you're missing much. I'm literally main phasing ops into Narset, so don't, you're not missing much, let me tell you. Like, classic Shaft over here. Is Transmogrify an instant? Am I going to get, like, absolutely dumpster fired here? I hope not. Why are you doing that? What? They can do that? That's a thing? What? Oh, you reveal cards? What the hell? Did I read this card wrong? Exile target creature card. That creature card reveals the rest in the library. What? The nonsense am I playing against right now? All right, whatever. Yeah, I put an Ashiok on top. Yo, definitely read that wrong. All right, cool. Like I said, this is definitely this whole video, regardless of if we go 0-5, is going up. Because it's a learning experience. Teferi makes an instant. You're right. This is things I'm not remembering. I've never, in Modern, we would have won, or they would have been at like 2 cards. Let me tell you. They would have been at like, we would have been so far ahead. In Modern, you would not get that type of Planeswalker Tron going. That would not be a thing. No one tries to assemble Planeswalker Tron in Modern. So, we out here. Let's get it. All right. That's good, though. I'm happy about that because meta deck. And I'm like, all right, what are the lines of play? How are they going about it? Already learning Transmogrify. Doesn't get beat with Ashiok. So I'm feeling a lot lower on Ashiok. Not too much. Ashiok still has merit. Definitely feeling a lot lower on it, though. The another thing that really worries me about this combo is probably even a real format. Another thing that really worries me about this format is that the Oops All Spells deck again plays 2 World Spine Worms, usually 1 to 2. But they also play Leyline of the Void, so you can't. It's not even like you can play Unmoored Ego because Unmoored Ego says target opponent. So what are you supposed to do? It's tough. It's tough. I don't know how to really tackle this, but I feel like there's answers and things that I can do that I'm not understanding. I don't know what's available to me here. I don't know what the powerful stuff or the secret sleeper tech is. I have to go through more lists. I definitely have to go through more lists to really understand. But it's okay. We got memed out there, and that's okay. That's okay. Crabia chips at salsa time. That is a great. Where do you get this Doritos chip emote? Is that just like from Twitch? 'Cause that's a great emote, let me tell you. Holy, that's a very detailed chip. I want some Doritos right now. I'm trying to be good. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, sometimes Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I get up to wake up. Trying. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm working out. Sometimes I wake up before work, go for a quick jog on the treadmill. I try and be good. Saturday, Sunday though. Some Friday nights as well. My girlfriend and I are very used to going out. Not so much anymore, obviously. Pandemic, can't go out, but ordering food. The other day, actually, we got Japanese katsu. Japanese fried chicken. It was fire. Let me tell you, it was really good. They like the place was running this deal, and it's like you can get the curry katsu and give you some lettuce on the side, give you some rice, and we each got one, right? Like kind of that thing that was about like 15, 16 bucks. This is Canadian, by the way, so keep that in mind. 15, 16 bucks Canadian. Then if your order was $20 or more, you get like these fried squid balls. Ooh, I'm not saying disgusting, I'm saying fire. Ooh, chef's kiss on that. That's really good. We're gonna mulligan this. And then we got like these like honey fries. Oh, just all in all, it was like 36 bucks for like so much value. That was like we're definitely ordering that again. Like this week when we're hanging out, we're definitely ordering all of that again. So I'm really excited for that, let me tell you. I'm actually going to drop Fraying Sanity here. I just don't know what we're facing. So it's not like it's good to just have the combo here. We have the Bloodchief just in case. Dig through time, we can kind of find our pieces later. Looks like we might be up against Burn. Yeah, looks like we're up against Burn. Okay. Mr. Jim, rocking a weird home routine, lunges with tactical. I mean, yeah, like I'm using so I have a bit of a kind of weight set as well. Not very expensive. I managed to somehow get, right as the pandemic was starting, get this kind of bench press set. I don't like it. I'm like, it's like almost the width of my shoulders. So I have to like hold almost close grip on the bench. And I managed to get like a bar and a bunch of weights that were extra from my girlfriend's family. But it really only goes up to like 45 on each side. So it's like, okay, like that's what I was like kind of comfortable with. And I was trying to slowly increase from there. Go like 50 maybe, or 55 on each side. But I can't. I don't have those extra weights. And like recently what I've gotten is resistance bands, ones where like weighted ones, so with different tension amounts. Add some handles on them. So I've been doing some flies. Those have been fun, and you get the leg attachment, so you can do some fun stuff. Instead of just squats. I've been looking at getting into a cage, like those squat cages, but those like $500, and I just paid for school, and I'm like, ugh, like ain't nobody want that. Boros charm, eh? Get a speed bag, great shoulder workout. Speed bag, what's that? What's a speed bag? That sounds cool. Okay, so we'll just hold up Censor. I mean, they're main phasing Boros Charms. We'll hold up Censor. It's tough though. Like everything's marked up. I mean, I don't know what it's. I imagine it's the same. Like in Canada here, like in Toronto, people are selling stuff for like $3 a pound. I'm like, huh? Like I don't know. People are wild. Like people are wild. Why? Oh, because of the noise you're making? Oh my god, is that why? That's great. But it's nice though. I mean, I definitely miss the gym. You know, just because of where I work, I do have great access to a gym. It's kind of down the street. There's a corporate discount. I was kind of going like literally every other day. It's very nice in that sense. But wow, did I really bottom that and draw that? Great. Well, let's see what's in their hand. Maybe I can undo 1 damage. Yep, there you go. Undoing 1 damage. There you go. I netted there. I lost 2 life to gain. What? What did I just do? I lost 3 life, gained 1. That's what I did. 1 mana, lose 3 life, discarded to draw 1. Yeah, whatever. Boxing equipment helps with hand-eye coordination, hand speed, shoulder. Ooh. I'll look that up. A speed bag. Is that the one? Is that like that short little pouch bag that like has a very short chain? Is it that one? They put Luros in their hand. God damn. That's not fun. What do they do actually? Sorry? Oh, they did put Luros in their hand. Okay, yeah. I was like wondering. I was like, okay. Okay, that's not bad. You can dig through time here. So about 5 in there. Yeah, we can dig. Let's dig. Let's dig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, it's still 1 more? Okay, well. Holy, that's not great. I can't even find a way to win this game in due time. Holy, if one of these were on the battlefield, I'm gonna lose to Luros. I just have to hope and pray. I guess that's really my only hope. I literally just have to hope and pray. I'm going to take 2 damage here, then 5 next turn. Maybe that wasn't the play. I don't know. Maybe I should have just gotten opt here. Okay. All right, fine. Okay. I mean, they don't really have me yet. Okay. It's not bad. So they could have like a lightning strike or something. I mean, if they're not drawing lands. They would have just played Luros. Okay. So next turn, they're coming at me. They have a Luros on hand. So next turn, they're coming at me for 4. Oh, God, exact. Okay. Maybe. Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe we got it. We just have to hope they don't draw a non-creature spell. Maybe they got it. Maybe we can meme out our opponent here. We're close. If they draw a land, that's what we want. We literally want them to draw a land. I need them to draw a land. Yes! Oh my God. We won. We actually won the game. Oh my God. We're actually going to mail them out. Holy. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Sorry, I forgot this was a card. I thought they were going to bring back Water Stairs. Yo, ignore me. Holy. Okay, ignore me. Anyway, so against this matchup, the Aether Gusts, all of this, we're going to bring in... Okay, so we're going to take out Thoughtseize. Thassa's Intervention. Probably bring in, like, a Cage. I don't want to exile their Yard, right? Because Crypt Incursion's, like, so crucial to this plan. I think we'll keep it. Ashiok is one way to do things. But, yeah, we're really relying on Crypt here. I'm not going to be going so much for the Fraying Sanity combo here. It's really just going to be... Okay, so we can probably, in that case, drop a Sanity, play Narset, and take it from there. We'll play a value Cage, just for Luros. Let me think here. Let me just go. Okay, let me just pull up Burn here. Like, what are they playing against us? Oh, they're probably playing Roiling Vortex. Oh my god, that's going to be a tough card to beat. It's going to be a tough card to beat. In that case, maybe Dispute's better than nothing. I don't know. Maybe we like, Maybe, honestly, maybe Dispute is better than nothing here. If we really think about it, maybe we just don't want these. We actually just play Dispute. Because that sounds much better than nothing, and then like at least this. Because then it's like they're playing low CMCs. We can actually like counter them. Yeah. Sounds better than nothing. Do you find yourself defining the compartmentalized parts of your life by the color identity? Like, I work a very gruel teamer job. The magic I love, Esper. Yes, I feel like I work a very... From the outside, it probably looks very Orzhov. My job looks pretty Orzhov, I think. In my mind, it's probably pretty Is It. I lead a pretty... I don't know. How would you define the rest of my life? But maybe like... Yeah, maybe a teamer life. Gain these points, eh? You're chilling. I thought y'all were playing COD with Ryan right now. We're gonna mull this. This ain't a hand. Wow, this got worse. At least we had Opt in the first hand. My life is A-Rack. Mono black. Sacrifices for the ultimate good, right? Or for ultimate selfish gains. All right, so yeah, looks like we're taking fat L's. All right, guess we're taking a loss this game. I tried. Guess we're taking a loss this game. All right. Burn ends my, like, literally comes to poop on my parade in Modern. Look at how Boros Charm literally never did anything positive for anybody. Look at how Boros Charm literally does nothing to better anybody's life. Even if you're a Burn player. You don't even like playing Boros Charm. No one likes playing Boros Charm. They like resolving the card. They like the concept of the card. When they think about it in terms of other cards, they're like, it's just like so many better Magic cards out there. And you see Boros Charm, and you're like, what is this? What does this card really do? Like, what does this really do here? I don't know. It's making my life miserable in every format it's legal in. Except for maybe Legacy Adventures. There's other things making me miserable in that format. But anyway, on the topic of that, I do want to revisit Legacy later this week. And there's a Legacy streamer. Wow. Talking about a card that literally ruins my day every single format it's ruined in. It's legal in, sorry. Speaking of, wow. Coslex Inquisitors. Coslex Inquisitors. Oh my god, I don't even want to play this. All right, we're 0-2. Oh man, Eidolon. Okay. 0-2. It's okay. We're playing for it. This is a learning league. Burn. Okay. Maybe we need some Cling to Dust. The thing that I don't like about Cling to Dust, though, is it fights with our Dig Through Time. That's my one problem with Cling to Dust. I'm going to be honest. I would be playing it. I just don't know what my other options are. So I've resolved to Crypt Incursion. Maybe I just resolved to the fact that Leyline is a tough matchup, but we'll see. It's hard. Like, what do we play? Leyline of Sanctity? Right? No. Magic Poetry Slam? I love it. Just magic haikus. Just deep fake haiku. Just deep realm haikus. I love it. That's what we're doing. I love it. We'll just have like a little artistry night. We'll start like golf clapping. Just golf clap everywhere. Like, keep things nice and simple. Keep things super artsy. I appreciate artsy things. I appreciate them. Although I never got into poetry myself. I talked about this with my girlfriend. Never big on poetry. I can appreciate that other people like it. I don't hate poetry. Just never got it myself. Keep it. Finger snap. Finger snap. All right. Mono black. That's where we are. Come on, opponent. Mono black. Player creature. What is this? Indotha Triumph. I have no idea. Literally no idea. Probably an Uro deck that we can punish. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So we're going to play Passage. Get a blue source. Please tap out or something. Or play a tap land. Because ain't nobody play Mystical Dispute in the main board. Ain't nobody does that. Can we not? Whatever. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. We're gonna take the Ashiok, I bet. Yeah. Take the Ashiok. Yep. All right. Well, then I'll just Fraying Sanity you. That's fine. Got half the combo down. There's no way you don't take the Ashiok here. Like, you're a Thoughtseize deck. Ashiok will outgrind you every day. Assuming I'm able to keep pace. I shouldn't say that. Assuming I'm able to keep pace, I can do this. Polluted Delta. Crab mills you for 3, my man. Surgical. Yeah, boy. 575? We have mill haikus. That's a shirt. That's a shirt right there. That is a very complicated shirt. I rate it. That's a shirt right there. That is a shirt if I ever seen one. I rate it. Let me tell you, I have some, although I release my merch store at a very bare bones level, I have a lot of ideas for the new year. I have a lot of ideas. There's already some ideas. I'm going to work with an artist. A lot of ideas in my head as to what I want to do. There's going to be some memes. There's going to be some fun stuff. What is this? I don't want that to be monstrous. Please. Please, no monstrosity. I mean, they need 5 mana for it to be monstrous, so I don't even care. Do I care? Nah. It needs 5 mana to be monstrous. I'm getting both of these down. I'm getting both of these down. Let's go. Let's go. This is what we're playing. This is the Magic we're playing now. Yep. This is what we're playing now. I don't even know what we're playing. Fleecemane Lion. Let me tell you. Have not played against this since Cube. Like, Cube, folks. Cube. Okay. Wow, this sucks. Okay. So kill this. Cast this now. Because why not? Get our value out of it. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, some type of like Abzan value thing. Okay. Okay. That's a very 5 toughness against a 5 toughness. Okay. I'm not happy about that at all. That's not fun. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not having fun anymore. Oh, I'm not having fun anymore. You crack a fetch? Archive trap. Archive trap. For those of you watching this on YouTube, the R and the Kive are Stop. Just stop this. Just stop this. Fraying Sanity, Maddening Cacophony, Visions of Beyond. Is that actually 575? Actually, sorry. They're still a Thoughtseize deck. Hold on. Is that actually like 575? This is like just magic art. I appreciate all this. Okay, 4 mana draw 2. 4 mana draw 2. Love it. Oh wow, now we're drawing lands. That's fun. That's fun. Well, really needed those before. Holy. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna languish that. We're gonna languish. All right. Well, might as well save that. All right, everyone. So we can still top deck. What just happened here? Oh my god, I hate this like new thing they have. There you go. Please, just I hate this new thing they have. Okay, there you go. So we can still top deck Maddening Cacophony and win the game. We don't have to worry about counter spells. We can still top deck it and win the game. Still do this. Some type of Abzan value train. This sucks. All right, it's all or nothing right here, right here. Let's go. All or nothing right here. No amount of board wipes is going to save us here. Not against a 4/5. Wow. Great. Wow. How do we get flooded? How do we get flooded and then we mulligan into one land hands? Okay. Abzan. Doesn't look like Ashiok will do us much use here. This. That's about it, if I'm being honest. Doesn't seem too great. Can probably drop. Probably drop a Languish. No, probably drop a Censor. They're a big mana deck. Foe cracks a fetch. Archive trap now costs 0, counting to 60. Woo! I love that. We need to just like. I feel like okay, change up the first line, the first 5, and that literally is just modern mill. Just change up foe cracks a fetch land, because archive trap now costs 0 and counting to 60. Perfect. Change up that first line though. There you go. That's everyone's homework right now. Try that right now. Take that haiku, change up the first line. Okay, we'll play this. What the hell? Wow. All right, fine. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. We're gonna get a Thoughtseize. Field of Ruin goes pop. Close. I'm not my cup of tea. We're close on that one. Almost. I'm almost about it. Almost. Give me something else. We're getting closer. That was closer for me. Okay, what do you got? What do you got that I can't deal with? So, oh wow. All right. Well, okay, so we need to take... It doesn't even matter. We need to take... Wow. Oh my god. Okay, well, we need to take one of their hand disruption spells. We will play Fabled Passage. What can you think of? 5 syllables. Foe cracks a fetch land. Field of Ruin goes pop is closer. I want something else. Give me something with like Visions of Beyond. Ancestral. Visions of Beyond. Why not? Visions of Beyond. Archive trap now costs 0. Counting to 60? Nah. It's like it works, but it's like, do we just want to name the card? I don't need any more. I don't need any more lands, please, for the love of God. I love that. Trying to think. Yeah, Censor is the pick there. Wow, double Thoughtseize. That's what you top deck. You literally top deck Thoughtseize. Wow, that's fun. What a fun deck. What a fun deck. Oh my god. Getting picked apart by Thoughtseize decks. So much fun. Gonna get hit by Tireless Tracker now. Turn 1 fetch land. Oops. But see, I don't want to, because I want Archive Trap to be its own thing. That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get at. I like the fact that we're highlighting the almost nuttiness of Modern Mill with that second piece. And then that last piece, counting to 60, we got the goal. So we're highlighting different aspects. But it's not really just about the fetches. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, you're still playing into the Archive Trap. Give me something unique. Oh my god, this is so close, but like, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Like, wow, this game sucks. Okay, well, we might as well mill them, right? I got nothing here. I'm not drawing lands. I flood out one game, don't draw lands the other. We're 0-3. We trying. How are we supposed to learn this? How are we supposed to learn this format if this is how bad it is? How are you supposed to learn this format if this is how bad it is? Oh man. It was not, let me tell you, it was not this tough last time we played this. It was not this tough the last time we played it. It was not this tough. Life total, don't care. That one's very close to me. Yes. That one's close. That one's at like, okay, so let me tell you. The first three, for me, less than 50. Life total, don't care. That's closer to, that's like 80, 90 for me. Not at 100%. That's 80, 90 for me. Catch a case of crabs, also 80, 90. Like that. Catch a case of crabs. 80, 90 for me. 80, 90. Like, the reason life total don't care isn't 100% for me is it kind of circles into that last bit, but I like it. Catch a case of crabs is kind of funny. I like that. Especially with Ruin Crab. Especially with the Ruin Crab around. We are playing it. So I'm kind of back and forth on that. I like, you know what? Life total don't care. Cool. I like that. Catch a case of crabs. That's tied for me. That's tied for me. I miss paper play. COVID needs to go bye-bye. Support your local. There you go. Come on. That's a classic. For everyone watching on YouTube, if you're not realizing, I got a Twitch chat on the side here. We're making haikus. Okay? If you haven't clued into what's going on here, beside this 0-3. Miss paper play. COVID needs to go bye-bye. Support your local. The thing that we need to remember about these games, though, however, look, we're just getting, again, we're learning and we're also getting memed out. We got memed out by Burn. Can't seem to find lands against this Abzan brew. The Jeskai Lukka deck, though, I feel like, you know what? We were kind of playing that. Like, they had the answers to what we were doing. Maybe we didn't board right. Like, we were doing stuff and things. So. One thing I wanted to try with this deck, I don't know if anyone... Could we turn this into a Yorion deck? Could we turn this into a Yorion deck? Maybe. Play like Omen of the Seas. Maybe. Could be a thing. Like, would Yorion make this better? Like, we're at 25 lands, quote unquote. You'd essentially play 5 more. Right? So we have 20 slots. 20 slots. 5 more would be land. And then we'd need like 4 Omen of the Seas. Right? 4 Omen of the Seas and a couple more draw spells. Maybe another 4 draw spells. Okay, so that's 8 plus 5, 13. We have 7 cards then to work with. Because we want to draw through our deck like super fast. Right? So, In that case, we could start like maybe doing some stuff like we could play Fae of Wishes. Right? Like we could play Fae of Wishes. And we could drop 1 and 1 of each. So that gives us back 2 slots. So we need 9 slots to fill. So we play 3 Fae of Wishes. We go to 14 cards. Then what we can do is we can play the full set of removal in the main. Shark Typhoons to continue to draw through. We could just be like really just a like kind of general kind of control list. We could drop the Thoughtseizes altogether maybe. Because I don't know if proactive decks want to play Yorion. I think reactive decks want to play Yorion. Am I correct in saying that? That could be one way to take this. I don't know. It's going to be a bit before we receive this. I'm actually thinking of doing a last minute stream tomorrow for everyone watching on YouTube. You'll get the video soon. But I'm thinking of doing a last minute stream tomorrow. See when that is. I'll let y'all know. If I do it, it'll be last minute. You'll get the notification. We'll likely be playing some Arena, though. Just a heads up. We'll likely be playing some Arena. And then on Wednesday's stream, we might revisit this. Or we might play some Modern. Maybe we'll play some Modern tomorrow. It's not a bad idea. We did get memed out on Sunday. Wouldn't mind a little bit of Modern. Especially because we've been in this queue for 5 minutes. Holy, there's only 275 people in this queue. Are you kidding me? Who plays this format? Are you freaking kidding me? There's only 275 people, 76 people in this queue. Who plays this? Is this format dead? How do you get challenges to fire? How do you get challenges to fire? Let me tell you, look. If it's going to take forever to find a match, we're nixing this video. Let me tell you. We're nixing this video. This is some nonsense at this point. Come on. I don't blame people, but look at Claudio, by the way. Look at the person at the top of the leaderboard here, trophy leaderboard. 25 trophies. 25. How are you doing this with queue times this long? Ipnu Rivulet is a card I thought about. I think that if I had more of a Dimir Mill style deck, I would go Ipnu Rivulet because we want ways to kind of feed into Drown in the Loch, right? So that, and I'm more inclined for Ipnu in that case. What non-mill have you been playing lately? I've been experimenting with Storm, Rakdos Prowess, Discord with some folks on local group, but also building EDH Stacks deck. I have not been playing a lot of non-mill recently, like at all. It's all been like mill in like almost every format. I haven't even jammed EDH in a bit. What deck? I'm just trying to think. Like, I guess Dimir Rogues is the closest like non-mill deck that I've jammed. I don't really have anything else built up. Like, I even playing MTGO, I have the ability to play other decks, but I just haven't. If y'all want to see something I've been doing in Magic recently, I mean, let me tell you, if there's anyone who's more ready for this vaccine to come up right here, we have 4 foil Bloodchief's Thirsts. We have 4 foil Maddening Cacophonies, not the extended art. Unfortunately, my LGS didn't have the extended art. All of the extended art foils. I didn't want to get like a 2-and-2 split. We have 4 promo foil Ruin Crabs. Avi. All right, gotta get the blink. And then I realized I don't actually have Ravenous Trap foils. Got some Ravenous Trap foils. And Aether Gust foils are kind of pricey, but I don't have Aether Gust. So I got those. Oh, we're in a match. So, Bling is ready. That's what we're doing. This deck has barely like moved. I have not shuffled this deck in so long. Look at this. My Cling to Dusts, my foil Cling to Dusts are still in the package they were mailed in. Look at this. And I still have like my Pokemon lands. Like, they are still in their package. Just to go to show you When's the last time I touched this deck? There's an Ashiok Nightmare Muse in here. Like, why? Who gave me this? When's the last time I went through this deck? Ain't nobody know. Ain't nobody know. Back up on the shelf for you. Back up on the shelf. Okay, let's play it. Wow, there's some like weird hands in this deck. We're gonna mulligan. Wow, it's got worse. Just gets worse and worse. Okay, all right. I feel like this deck needs to be like a Yorion deck. Oh my god. This deck really needs to be a Yorion deck. I feel like I just need to draw cards. I feel like that'll make me feel a lot better about myself. I just need to draw cards. Like, just draw a million cards. Drawing lands. All right. Yeah, play a blue source. All right. All right. Censor. Censor is up. Run Klings for the... I've mentioned it. I mentioned it a couple minutes ago, but I'm scared about running Kling because it messes with Dig Through Time. Dig Through Time requiring us to delve 6 cards. Cling to Dust requiring us to delve 5. I'm just really like, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried. It bothers me. But I'm very close to running the card. I'm very close to running the card. Okay, so this is a great time to just play Ashiok. Take the arrow. Ooh, I know this deck. Okay, I saw this in the meta breakdown, which I closed again, and I said I wouldn't. Oh, I know this deck. I know this deck. Just so everyone knows here. Pioneer meta. We are playing... Oh my god. I think it's this one? Yes, there you go. So we're seeing Escape the Wild's Radiant Flames, Teferi Time Raveler. Okay, so it's like an Omnath. So they're going to be able to... Yeah, they're going to win with like Approach the Second Sun, whatever. Possibility Storm, Maze Mind Tome. Yeah, like they're going to... If they can't win with this, they're winning with something out of their sideboard. So that's how they're playing that. Okay, so draw. Ooh. All right, Teferi, tick down. Let's go, Teferi. Tick down. Yeah, its initial cost is just a black source, but it's like a card that I would want to cast over and over again, right? Like, so if I'm just going to run a card that's like one black draw card, why not just run like, I don't know, more blue draws? I don't know. It's like a card I would want to use, right? What do you... Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess that kills Planeswalkers. All right, Teferi's down. Still not drawing lands, though. Not drawing lands. All right, so they're dead. Well, not dead, sorry. Okay, so past that. What do you... Okay. So just going like back in the list, we're just going to pass through. I can't do anything. Oh, what are they doing? They're going to escape. Okay. Yeah, so they're not doing anything crazy here. They don't have any counter spells in the main board. So we just Fae of Wishes that they're looking for in the Uros and stuff. So we're pretty good in terms of just like playing stuff out here. So as we're not drawing lands, we're obviously just going to play this. This is just very unfortunate. We are not drawing lands. I don't know why. It'd be really nice if we did draw lands at some point. Almost. You almost see him. Bounce him. Oh my god, this is like a ridiculous amount of mana. It's a ridiculous amount of mana. Why play Lotus Crowbat? Don't you just lose these right now? Like, how does this work? Yeah, don't you just lose these? Why don't you just cast these now? Why did you cast Lotus Cobra over this? It's not. Oh, what? No. Oh, no, you can still do this. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that was the play. Okay. Guy, you know I'm just joking and enjoy the stream. No worries. I gave up on Magic. Every form I was born. There's validity to that in a certain way. If you don't want to play a certain format, there's validity to that. There is definitely validity to that. So they're at 23 cards in deck. I can mill them for 16 here. But I'm going to dig for some lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. I lied. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Fatal Push this. Then Fraying Sanity them. I'm going to get the second one down again. No worries. Thank you for hopping on by. Historic is just Sultai or Goblin. Standard is Rogues, and Brawl I only get paired against the other Ashiok decks. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I have not ventured into Brawl. Possibility Storm. I hate you so much. All right, Possibility Storm it is. All right. Oh, right. This doesn't work. This is just a lock. Oh, it's just a lock. Right. Oh, the casting restrictions. Right. This is a lock. Ugh. Should have just milled my opponent, but I guess they would have found Teferi, so it doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to bring these in. Take out Languish. Take out Fatal Pushes. Keep Thoughtseize. We'll play Narset and... Really, Aether Gust is what we want here. So we can take out Thassa's Intervention and then probably just a Censor. Actually, probably all the Censors if I'm going to be honest. Hooray for the interactive deck, right? Okay, so this is the list. What are they? I mean, they're really playing a Wish board, so they're not going to bring much in against us. They do play a lot of blue cards. So, I mean, yeah, probably, Censors for Disputes is probably just straight up better here. Probably just run it like that. Yeah, probably just run it like that. 9 lines of Solemnity. I mean, hey, tell you what, as someone who plays mill a lot, I guess that's something you never have to deal with. But yeah, that's not a fun lock. It's not a fun lock at all. This is... like an awful hand. I don't know what this hand does. Oh my god. All right, whatever. Fine. This hand does something. I'll keep the 4 lands. Go for it, opponent. I don't want them to kill me, though. I don't want them to. All right, go for it, opponent. If you got a counterspell, you got a counterspell. I think that's just where this ends up being. What? Why am I on like full control? That was weird. Why am I on? Oh, maybe it's because I didn't click this. Sure. Oh, no, I should not be passing through. Sorry. They're just playing that. Oh, right. They just want to get their Fabled Passage out. I love it. That makes sense. All right, what do we get? All right. Teferi, some Lotus Cobras. All right. Omnath. What am I supposed to do against Omnath right now? Oh my god. What do you do here? Why is this like our game every single time? Omnath comes in, kills that, They probably make a million land drops here. They probably go like Fabled Passage into Uro and then like just go off. Literally go off. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you got 4 mana. What is... Okay. Holy... Okay, well, I mean, that's a card. Nope. Nope, we're out. Nope. Nope. Oh, wow. All right. Nope. All right. The 1/4 dream is still alive, folks. We can still do this. The 1/4 dream is still alive. Wow, this is a hostile format for mid-range strategy. This is a hostile format. There is so much damn value. I don't even know why I'm playing Thoughtseize. Is Thoughtseize even worth it? Probably not. I think the next time I'm going to attempt this deck, and I will, I got to give it a fair shot. The next time I'm going to attempt this deck, I'm going to make it a Yorion deck. I'm going to drop the Thoughtseize. I'm going to do a lot with this deck. I'm going to do a lot with this deck. I'm going to do a lot with this deck. I don't know what it's going to be. I got to theory craft a little bit. But we'll see where we go. By the way, everyone watching the stream right now, I will be uploading this video later tonight. So if you get the notification, obviously leave a like. That'd be great. On the video, dropping it later tonight. Just get it out there. Get it out there for the Monday content. So we're going to take another 10 years to locate our opponent. And this is 10 years I'm not really enjoying waiting right now. One thing I do want to hop back into, though, as the holidays go on, one thing I do want to hop back into is my N64. I was running through Banjo-Kazooie. I'm like pointing in this direction, but y'all don't see anything. I was running through Banjo-Kazooie, and what's nice is I don't need to find some ring around way. Well, I had this like HDMI splitter and like it wasn't really working and I wasn't really playing my N64. Now that I have my new monitor, it's got a display port and I can actually take the converter from, you know, the 3-pronged thing into an HDMI and plug it directly into this monitor and just simply switch inputs. So much easier. I can't stream it because I don't have a capture card. That's the unfortunate thing. I don't have a capture card for it. And capture cards are like ridiculously expensive. Although, does a cam link work? Like, I don't think so, right? Like, I can't. Can I do that? I'll just emulate it on your PC. Is that legal? I would actually love to like play some Star Fox, but is it like, can I actually stream emulators? I feel like that can't be like legal, right? Like, I get absolutely wrecked by Nintendo. But I'd love to. Really, they can't? But what if they see him on my keyboard? I guess so. Just like kind of capture my face and everything. All right. Love to play first. Wow, these hands get terrible. Okay, mulligan. Okay, let me be honest with everyone. Has our mulligans just been terrible? Like, not a single turn one. Like, how bad have these mulligans been? How awful have these mulligans been? Not American like me. Yo! This is some of the worst hands I've ever seen. Holy. This is like garbage. This is like actual dumpster fire garbage. Oh my god. I feel like we just got really unlucky this league. Like we didn't even get to like, okay, there were some games we played, but like I feel like the majority of the games oh my god, another catch we would try. I'm starting to hate this land as much as I hate Blood Crypt. I'm really starting to hate this land as much as I hate Blood Crypt. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Holy. Good land though. Maybe we gotta play 3 colors. Maybe I gotta build like 3-color Yorian Earl Mill. Let's play it. Let's play it. You know what I miss about Pioneer? It was so creature heavy. And I feel like that's part of the problem. Like, we don't need to be that ready for creatures. Like, Pioneer was so creature heavy. But, like, we're just getting demolished right now by these mid-range decks. Like, we need to, like, skew into that. Like, these mainboard Languishes, not doing it. It ain't it. So, I mean, that's good. You know what? I'm happy this video gets out there. Even if I'm 0-5, I learned a lot. Definitely need to, I feel like we skew away from the creature half of things. It feels like everyone's just playing this to win the game, you know? Everyone's just doing this to win. Wow, and we can't seem to find lands. Wow. This is another thing, right? Like, Maddening Cacophony obviously requiring more lands. So, there's another reason why I want to go into the Yorian idea. Just draw, interaction. Fae of Wishes, run just 3 and 3 copies. Run it like that. I don't know. Maybe we should be playing Grim Tutor. I don't know. Should we be playing Grim Tutor? That's one thing I was thought about. Grim Tutor sounds awful in this deck, let me tell you. Grim Tutor sounds awful. Yeah, that's getting like... Okay. Well, can I draw land? Yes. All right. Well, who said life wasn't this easy? Who said? All right. I'm not mad. You're mad. Like, all right. Finally, something going our way. Something going our way. All right. Some type of like teamer nonsense. Okay. Not a lot of Earls in the yard, not going to lie. Not a lot of Earl. Lots of Omnath. But... Oh my god, is that a goddamn win? Oh my god. Alright, Genesis Ultimatum. Genesis Ultimatum. What deck is playing Genesis Ultimatum? Okay, 4-color Omnath. Okay, just another meta deck. Okay. So Cobras, Kenrith... Escape the Wild. Okay. So, definitely Aether Gusts. Shaframir. What are they bringing in against us, likely? Probably just Disputes. Okay. Okay. So, Languishes are out. We're going to take out Pushes as well. Censor seems awful here. So, we're going to play all of this. We're gonna play, definitely gonna play some of these. We can drop a Hagra Mauling, drop a we could probably drop a Dispute, maybe not play Narset Ashiok, run it like that. So the full set of Ashiok, play a Narset for the value. Maybe there's a card that we can get rid of. I don't know. I would argue that Maddening Cacophony did totally replace Glimpse. In Pioneer, however, we're just, again, playing it for the combo. There's still a lot of people that like Glimpse for valid reasons. And yeah, there's still a lot of people that like Glimpse for valid reasons. It does mill more. That's important. It really is, especially for stuff like Visions. And I think for me, it just comes down to it being easier on the mana base. Playing a 4 in Modern, playing a 4 Field of Ruin mana base is tough. It's really tough. Like with Glimpse the Unthinkable. Especially if you're going to start thinking about playing Drown in the Loch. Obviously, we saw a second place finish from an individual playing... Oh, God. Second place finish from an individual playing... It's about to get stupid. Stop. Like, did I want to do that? Yield until here. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. You just had a damn another one. Okay. That's cool. You just had another one. That's always fun. Okay. Well, I'm going to play Ashiok Dream Render. I am not going to mill them, by the way. I'm going to try and enable this dig through time. So I'm going to mill myself here. So you can't search your library, but I've enabled dig through time. What a B. Morris B. Hello to you two. Looks like our opponent's doing stuff and things. Potentially they don't have any lands. Yes, doesn't look like they're finding lands. They'd be using them right now. It doesn't look like they found lands. Yeah. Oh, they found one land. Okay. Okay, so they just don't have anything to do with their lands. Cool. Okay. I kind of rate it. All right. I'm not totally mad at that. See, this is where things get tough for me. Okay, so I think I'm going to mill myself again. I want dig through time to be as cheap as possible here. Not Thassa's in. We're gonna dig. So we're gonna dig. And then Thoughtseize isn't bad. I'm going to get land. I'm going to get Catacomb, Thoughtseize. Yes. Thoughtseize. Any order. Thoughtseize. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm definitely taking Omnath. You can have your Uro. You can't even cast it. All right. Yeah. Sure. Sure. It's probably just Uro here. Yo, stop, bro. What? Yo. Am I a joke to you? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. Oh, Thoughtseize bug. Jeez. Holy, let me tell you. Okay. Wow, okay. He's not like a known bug. Right? Put that back on top. Put that back on top. All right. Hope and pray they don't play their other Teferi just to get there. All right, they're going to play Omnath. All right, you play your Omnath. All right, draw land. Give me the win. Give me the win, please. 1-4 gang unite right now. Give me the win. 1-4 gang unite right now. Give me the goddamn win right now, please. Right here, right now. Give me the win. Draw land. Everyone, put your damn hands together for the top deck land right now. Come on. I need to hear it in chat. I need it. 3 people need to say land in chat right now. I need the land right now. This is our opening. To Fairy Camp uptick onto our Fraying Sanity. This is it. This is the goddamn opening for the 1/4 gang. I'm going for it. Yeah! Let's freaking go. You see that? Let's go. Let's freaking go. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. Let's freaking go. Oh my God. We did it. 0 cards in the library. Let me see them. Come on, spam the 121.4. Spam the 121.4. Come on. We did it. We did it. This is why it's an emote right there. Whew. I am so happy that's how we can end this video off. God damn, let's go. Let's go. Get out of here. Wow. All right, let's hop in the just chatting here. Okay. Pioneer Traumatize combo. 104.3. I believe that's the one where opponent can concede at any time. That's like that's things emo, right? As spikes? Yeah. Okay. Pioneer Traumatize combo, a deck that I definitely want to revisit, but it needs some changes. We had some terrible mulligans. I don't know if that's just bad luck, but there's some tough hands in this deck. And I think, you know what, part of this is my fault. And it's really just because I wasn't understanding where the Pioneer metagame is right now. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of creature decks. Very few. And it's really these mid-range decks that we need to contend with, which means less Thoughtseize because of the amount of value in these decks. Thoughtseize just gets outbid by them. Less Fatal Pushes, no Languishes in the main board. So how do we contend? I'm thinking a Yorion build. Free up some space, play some tutors. More interaction. Try it from there. See where that takes us. I think that's what I'm going to be brewing for the next time we hop into this. A lot more one-ofs in the sideboard. And we'll try. We'll try our best. I think there's a lot of merit. We got to see certain aspects of the deck work, especially right there at the end. Ashiok milling ourselves over for the dig through time. Got to see the combo win at the end there. It was good. So, although I'm not happy with the deck, I'm happy to what we achieved and what we learned with it. So for everyone watching on YouTube, remember that even the impossible is possible. And as we ponder that thought, I hope you'll join me next time as we take a glimpse into the unthinkable.